Okay guys, in this video we are going to discuss that very important concepts. First we will see that one important question on homogeneous equation. Then we will go to that next concept. Say here that given question is the condition that two of three lines represented by ax cube plus bx square into y plus cx into y square plus by cube is equals to 0 may be at right angles is. See here that very clearly this one is that a third degree homogeneous equation. Third degree homogeneous means it represents the three lines which passes through origin. It represents the three lines which passes through origin. Say here I will take that. First of all you take the given equation. Given that a into x cube plus b into x square into y plus cx into y square plus d into y cube is equals to 0. Okay, here it is that third degree homogeneous equation. Homogeneous equation will be represent always the line passing through origin. It represents the how many lines? 3 lines, because it is the third degree equation. Suppose if I given fourth degree homogeneous equation, that will be represent the 4 lines which passes through origin. See here I will take that let y is equals to m into x. Let y is equals to m into x. Now you substitute y is equals to mx in the given equation. This one is becomes that a into x cube plus b into m into x cube plus here is that c into m square into x cube plus d into m cube into x cube is equals to 0. Now in this one, here that you take x cube as the common, the result will becomes that d into m cube plus c into m square plus b into m plus a is equals to 0. Right? So clearly this one is that cubic equation in terms of this slope m. So here m is that variable. Let this is that cubic equation. So let the roots of this equation be, one root is that m1, other root is m2 and other root is m3. Those are represent that slopes of the line which passes through origin. So here that let m1 comma m2 comma m3 be the roots. Which equation roots? Above equation. Roots of this one you take as that equation 1. Roots of equation 1. Right? We know already in that lower standard, I mean in the 10th standard, if any cubic equation is given, let the roots are alpha, beta, gamma. Sum of the roots is equals to how much? See this one. Here I will write that a into x cube plus b into x square plus c into x plus d is equals to 0. Let this cubic equation roots are alpha, beta, gamma. Then sum of the roots alpha plus beta plus gamma will be equals to minus of x square coefficient by x cube coefficient. So minus b by a. And next one is that alpha into beta plus beta into gamma plus gamma into alpha. That value is that c by a. And next is that product of the roots. Alpha into beta into gamma is equals to minus d by a. Okay. Now here these alpha, beta, gamma are the values of x. Now in this one m1, m2, m3 are the values of m. So here m is the variable. Now you can write that. So no need of to write all these three. So which is the required value in out of these three relations? So only you write this one. Here is that I will take the directly product of the roots. That means m1 into m2 into m3 is equals to what? Minus a whole divided by, that is minus of constant by m cube coefficient. This one. And next, what is the given condition? See, look at this one. Two of the three lines. That means, so in these, here is this equation represent the three lines. In those three lines, two are at a right angle. That means right angle means product of their slopes is equals to minus 1. So that here we can write that m1 into m2 is equals to minus 1. So this is the condition from the given statement. Now you substitute this one in this above result. Therefore m3 is equals to a by d. m3 is equals to a by d. Now in this one m1 comma m2 comma m3 are the roots of equation 1 means m3 is the m3 value. So if you know that m3 value, this one will be satisfy that equation 1. So now substitute m3 is equals to a by d. m3 is equals to a by d in equation 1. So what will be the result? So here m3, now in place of m you substitute m3. So a d into a by d whole to the power of 3 plus c into a by d whole square plus b into a by d, okay, plus a is equals to 0. Now in this one a by d whole cube means a cube by d cube. One d will be cancelled. LCM is the d square. So that means this one is that a cube plus c into a square plus here is that only d, but LCM is the d square. So this one is that a b into d, and next here is that plus a into d square. Is equals to 0. Now from the last two terms you can take that a into d as the common. So a into d as the common. Before taking the common, a is contains in all the terms. So divided with the a, that implies a square plus a into c plus b into d plus d square is equals to 0. Now you see that given statement. Is it that required result or not? So this is the required condition when this one is the required condition when out of the three, if two lines are at a right angle. Okay, so same concept we can apply that to any type of homogeneous equations. either fourth degree or fifth degree, like that. By any degree of homogeneous is given, you can use that given conditions and apply the same procedure. Okay, right. Now we will see that next concept. So here up to this problem, homogeneous concept is completed. Now we are going to that non-homogeneous concept. Okay, see, general equation of second degree. What is that? General equation of second degree. General equation of second degree. The equation, see, look at this one. The equation a into x square plus 2h into xy plus by square plus 2 into gx plus 2fy plus c is equals to 0. Now all of you observe this equation. In this equation, only the first three terms are second degree terms, and the next two terms are first degree terms, and the last one is the constant. So here that the degree of each term are not equal. So this one is the non-homogeneous equation. Then what is the degree of this equation? Highest power in this one. So that is that second degree non-homogeneous equation. Second degree non-homogeneous equation. So this one is, look at this, is the general equation of second degree okay, second degree non-homogeneous. Second degree non-homogeneous. Second degree non-homogeneous, right? This equation is represents a conic. So it represents a conic. So what is meant by conic? Conic is nothing but see, listen, conic is nothing but pair of straight lines, comma, circle, comma, parabola, comma, ellipse, comma, hyperbola, right? So this second degree non-homogeneous will represent any of all these different types of curves. First one is that a pair of straight lines, next a circle, next a parabola, ellipse and a hyperbola. So now we are discussing about that pair of straight lines. So the second degree non-homogeneous, to represent a pair of straight lines, it has a proper condition is there. What is that condition? See this one. Say if see, look at this one. If the equation if the equation a into x square plus 2h into xy plus by square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c 2fy plus c is equals to 0 represents a pair of straight line. Represents a pair of straight line. Pair of straight lines. Then pair of straight lines. Then the condition is what is that condition? Delta is equals to ABC plus 2 into FGH minus A into F square minus BG square minus CH square. This is the delta value. This delta value must be equals to 0. Now the same expression you can also write in the det form. So that is nothing but det of AHG HBF GFC is equals to 0. That means the simplified value can also be write in the det form. If we have that any doubt, is it equals to this one or not? So you know already how to expand 3 by 3 determinant of a matrix. By using that we can verify this one and this one both are equal or unequal. So this is the condition. So every second degree non-homogeneous equation represents a pair of straight line, then it must be satisfy the condition ABC plus 2FGH minus AF square minus BG square minus CH square must be equals to 0. Right? This is the very important condition. Okay? Right. Next we will prove how to get this result. See this one. Here is that we will see that the proof. We will see that the proof. See what is the difference of homogeneous and non-homogeneous. Homogeneous equation, second degree homogeneous, will represent the line passing through the origin. Here this is the non-homogeneous. So non-homogeneous equation will represent the lines not passing through the origin. So let it be you take these lines are, this equation will be represent the lines are, say first of all you take that this equation as some let s is equals to ax square plus 2h into xy plus b into y square plus 2 into gx plus 2 into fy plus c is equals to 0. C is equals to 0. Now let this equation is represents. Say here that, so without writing this equation, simply you write that s is equals to 0. Let S is equals to 0, represent the lines, represent the lines, the lines. First line is that L into x plus m into y plus n is equals to 0, and another line is that L dash into x plus m dash into y plus n dash is equals to 0. Okay, so that means the combined equation of these two will be identical equals to this one. So you can write that therefore the combined equation will be equals to this one. Therefore S is equals to L into x plus m into y plus n into L dash into x plus m dash into y plus n dash. So this is the combined equation. Now here is that the product of first terms coefficient of x square is that L into L dash. So therefore you can write that L into L dash is equals to x square coefficient is what in the given equation? A, comma, next one is that x into y term, L into, in the first factor you multiply the x and y in the second factor, L into m dash plus L dash into m, that value will be equals to 2h. Here the product of xy term. So here xy coefficient is the 2h, comma, next y square coefficient m into m dash is equals to, that is the b, and next x coefficient is what? X coefficient is L into n dash plus L dash into n is equals to 2g, comma, y coefficient is that m dash into n plus m into n dash is equals to 2f, and next constant will be equals to n into n dash is equals to c. Okay, now after taking this comparison, the finally what we shall prove in this one, delta value should be equals to 0. So delta value you can also write in the det form. So here that by assuming which lines are represented by that equation, from those equations we eliminate L comma m comma n, L dash comma m dash comma n dash. Say now eliminate L comma m comma n comma L dash comma m dash and n dash from the above equations, we know that how to eliminate that L comma m comma n from the above equations means we should write in the det form. So that will be nothing but, here is that det of L m n, that is in the first column. Next L dash, M dash, N dash. Next 0, 0, 0 into det of, next you write that in first column L dash, M dash, N dash. Next second column L, M, N. Third column is 0, 0, 0. We know that already in the determinants, if any row or column contains all the elements are zeros, the det value will be equals to 0. So this one is 0 and this one is 0. The product will be equals to 0. Okay. After that, you multiply these two dets. How to multiply the det? Row wise or column wise. Row wise means first row elements multiply with first row in the second one. That is the first element. So L into L dash plus L dash into L plus 0 into 0. So from this one we can write that det of L into L dash plus L dash into L plus 0. And next one, you multiply the first row with the second row, that gives the second element. That means you can write that L into M dash plus L dash into M plus 0. And next first row you multiply with the third row, that is nothing but L into N dash plus L dash into N plus 0. Similarly, you multiply with the second row, this first row, first element, I mean M into L dash plus M dash into L plus 0. And next one is that M into M dash plus M dash into M plus 0. And next one is that M into N dash plus M dash into N plus 0. And next you multiply third with third row. So this one is that L dash into N plus N dash into L plus 0. And next N into M dash plus M into N dash plus 0. And next N into N dash plus N dash into N plus 0 is equals to 0. So this one is that multiplication of determinant of these two matrices. So now here that the first element you will get that L into L dash plus L into L dash plus 0. That is that 2L into L dash. Second element is L into M dash plus L dash into M. Third element is L into N dash plus L dash into N. And next third one is that here the second row first element is M into L dash plus M dash into L. And next 2 into M into M dash. And next M into N dash plus M dash into N. The next third row first element is L dash into N plus N dash into L. And next one is that N into M dash plus M into N dash. And next 2 into N into N dash is equals to 0. Right? So already we know that L dash will be equals to x square coefficient, that is that a. So here these values you can write that det of 2 into a, this value will be nothing but 2 into h, and this one is that 2 into g. Here this one is nothing but 2 into h, and this is that 2 into b, and this one is that 2 into f, and here this one is that L into n dash plus L dash into n, that will be 2 into g. Next 2 into f, and next 2 into c is equals to 0, is equals to 0. Now from each row you can take the 2 as the common. Okay, so that means from the first row you can take 2 as common, from second row you can take 2 as common, and from third row also you can take 2. So 2 into 2 into 2, 8. Dividing with 8, that becomes that implies det of AHG, right? Next HBF, and next one is that GFC is equals to 0. So already in the statement, so I told you that the delta value can be expressed in the form of determinant, so det form. Now you expand this value, that implies first element into, by leaving the first row and first column, BC minus F square, BC minus F square. Next minus H into, by leaving the first row and the second column, CH minus, by leaving the first row and second column, CH minus GF, CH minus GF, and next plus G into, by leaving that first row in the last column, HF minus BG, HF minus BG is equals to 0. Now simplify this value, ABC, and one more ABC is there, ABC plus, see look at this one, here is that FGH, and here is that FGH plus 2FGH minus A into F square minus B into G square minus C into H square is equals to 0. So this is that another expression. So please all of you remember these two expressions, but only this is that exam point of view, but we have that another shortcut method is there to find its a value, that I will explain while doing that some examples. Okay, so this concept is a first main concept in the non-homogeneous is completed, and next in homogeneous the point of intersection of the lines is always origin, but in non-homogeneous equation how to find the point of intersection of the lines. See, look at this one, look at this one, the point of intersection, the point of intersection of the lines represented by S is equals to A into x square plus 2h into xy plus b into y square plus 2 into gx plus 2 into fy plus c is equals to 0. C is equals to 0 is, what is that formula? That will be hf minus bg by hf minus bg by ab minus h square, comma gh minus af whole divided by ab minus h square, ab minus h square. What is that point? gh minus bg by ab minus h square, ab minus h square, comma gh minus af by ab minus h square. That is the point of intersection of the lines represented by the pair of equation s is equals to 0. Or another point also will be represent that point of intersection of the lines represented by the pair of equation. What is that point? That point will be square root of f square minus bc whole divided by h square minus ab, comma square root of g square minus ac whole divided by h square minus ab, h square minus ab. So you can use to find the point of intersection of the lines represented by this equation will be either this first formula or this expression. So we have the shortcut method is there. So that is nothing but shortcut method is, so the given equation has taken as s. S is equals to, what is that equation? A into x square plus 2h into xy plus b into y square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c. 2gx plus 2fy plus c. This is the given equation. Now the shortcut method is generally, so the first time who are preparing the pair of straight lines, they cannot be understand, but whoever completed that differentiation concept, they can understood very easy. So okay, so this one is that first you find that dou s by dou x. Dou is nothing but partial differentiation. Here dou s by dou x, s is nothing but this equation. This one we have to differentiate with respect to x partially. In such case y will be the constant is equals to 0. So you will be get one equation. What is that equation? Look at this. Partial derivative means 2a into x, 2a into x plus 2h into y plus 2 into g is equals to 0. Dividing with the 2, this one is that ax plus h into y plus g is equals to 0. So this is that one equation. This one is the one equation. Let it be equation 1. And next dou s by dou y. That means partially differentiate with respect to y is equals to 0. Here the first term is completely in x variable. So this is the constant. Derivative of constant will be 0. So the second term is y is that 2hx is the constant. So that is the 2hx plus 2b into y plus 2 into f is equals to 0 divided with 2 h into x plus b into y plus f is equals to 0. So this is that another equation. So here the two linear equations you got it. So by solving that 1 and 2 you can get the required point by solving that 1 and 2. So by solving 1 and 2 we get the point of intersection. We get the point of intersection. The point of intersection of s is equals to 0. This one is the shortcut method. Okay, right. Thank you for watching this video. If you like, please like, share and subscribe this channel.